What's happening? We are back again for another little...
Back again, we are back again.
We're back on the road again, young ladies and
Back
gentlemen.
on the road again.
I said to the man, I'm going to try and speak in an accent for the right, see how fucking much I can do it. I swear myself.
You're looking pretty glonky, man.
You're looking pretty
Seen that video? That
yeah,
fella?
yeah, you're looking pretty glonky.
He's really glonky, man.
Yeah, a little bit
He's proper glonky.
He was finished then one.
He started singing on the road again. On the road again?
Yeah, he was bossing.
I can't wait to get back to Indiana land. That's what he says. Something like that.
I only stumbled across that video like 2 days ago on TikTok. I was crying, man. So yeah, today we're going to speak about aliens. Aliens is the
I thought you were going to say then today we're going to speak in Irish.
And I'm going to try and speak some Irish. Hopefully I don't get stick for it, because I'm telling you, like, I'm trying my best, man. Because if you're doing it, you've got to, like, properly speak from the stomach, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to be like, you want to speak from, like, some different part, you put a bit of highness in. But if you want to be from, like, different, no, I'm going to go to Scottish. And if you want to be from the Highlands, you've got to be a better in your voice, man. And I find it difficult to do. But
Sound like
I used to love that. What a film it was. But yeah, today is going to be a little bit about unidentified flying objects. There's now what are they known as now?
UAPs, which I don't know what it stands for. Something maybe unidentified aerial
projectiles.
Presence. I'm going to go for, that's my guess. Or it could be.
I was going to think of something. I was going to think, see, I keep switching out. I was going to do something stupid.
Underage pensioners.
Underage pensioners.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Could be that. You don't know, do you?
It could be, yeah.
You don't know these days.
No, could be. We don't know. Yeah, but it's known as something different now. So I just thought that's just a little bit we'll point out, because we did know that. I just think that the other thing sounds better still.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it's just easier. It just flows off the tongue. You know what I mean? Flying sauces. Just flying sauces.
I like that. Flying sauce.
Just flying sauces, lads, innit?
Yeah, I like that. I did like them shoots as well when we were kids with the Sherbert.
They're horrible now, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
lads, that, like, it's like money paper, lads, money paper.
But are they just horrible because you just get older and you think?
Nah,
no. I used to like brain lickers.
Yeah, no, right. I know what, they give me heartburn now. Like, I used to pop the lid off and just drink them, lads, like an animal.
No, choking on that ball thing.
Yeah. No, what is it decent though? The Milky Bar Choos, you can only get them from like certain websites now. They're still everywhere.
Why are they making them in India out of all places?
They produce them in, lad. That's the only place
why
that they must
don't you produce them anymore?
I know, Milky Bar. It's Milky Bar in this, sort your head.
There's some, send us them.
Get me some Milky Bar Choos, you little sausage.
We don't even want them for free.
And I'll pay for them. No, I'll pay for them, but I don't want to be paying retail. Like, I'm paying retail prices. You're charging me like 15 quid for a box of 20, and they're that big.
Yeah, the big.
You know what I mean?
One bite.
One bite, and they're working out about what? Like, what's that
Milky
working
Bar
out?
One Chew, they should be called.
Milky Bar, literally, no, but that's all they are, though. Milky Bar One Chew and they're gone.
One Chew swallowed, yeah.
One Chew and they're gone, lad.
Yeah.
I can imagine showing an alien a Milky Bar Chew and going, lad, put that in your grid, lad. You'd be like,
yeah. That's the peace offering if they ever came.
Milky Bar Chew, yeah.
Milky Bar Chew.
It's a one wallop, get that in your grid, lad. And you'd be like, lad, hey, scran's heavy.
Yeah.
Scran's heavy. You know what I mean?
That'd like put them on our side, that wouldn't it? But
I reckon it would, yeah. I'm out here anyway, lads. Just like, as we said, we're going to try and have a little touch on that subject. So for me, I'm no conspiracy nut in that sense where the aliens are, but I do believe that they definitely belong.
Belong?
Yeah, belong and exist among us.
Yeah.
I think that it's the way you see certain things in the world. Like, look at the pyramids. There's no way the pyramids were built, how good they are back in the day, like how sharp the edges are and how big the structure is. And I understand it was built, and if you look back at prophecy, it was built by slaves, lad. Do you know what I mean?
They might have built a big ruler though, mightn't they?
A big massive ruler, and a forklift back then. Oh, it's Fred Flintstone, isn't it? The Flintstones, yeah. Little Freddy Flintstone style one. You had a dinosaur to pull it for you. And back then the big Sheba cats were like massive.
They were, everything was massive, but
but there's definitely got to be something to it, to a point where they must have been around, because even if you look like Stonehenge and that, it doesn't.
But back then as well, the people are known to be a lot smaller, so they were all, everyone was midgets back then. I'm sure they were all.
Don't think you can say that. You know, that's offensive. That small people,
sorry, dwarfs. But they weren't.
I don't know if that. I think that's possibly offensive as well, though. Dwarfism that's an illness, but I mean, but just gonna say small people. I'm just say small people because
people under the height. I watched Danny Duncan a
lot, lad, and I'm telling you now, Key1 doesn't take it lightly, lad. You don't like
people under the 5 foot mark.
Yeah, no, but it was a bit. Well, that's why the Hobbits, like they've got the Hobbit, the film.
Yeah.
That's
Can you say that?
It's based on mythology. Well, yeah, because it's a film. I'm talking about the film itself.
Oh, yeah.
It's mythological. It's but if you actually look at most of these things, they must have some creation that's come from some book somewhere in history that's saying, because you can get someone that's very creative, but a hobbit is a small in the sense of the film, they're smaller than the normal man, and
I apologise to the people.
and stuff like that. But in the sense of like the wizards, they're tall, as you said. Like the what's the word I want to look for here? Superior beings. People like the people with magic and stuff like that, and the people like they were all tall. Like even the orcs weren't. They were small like the normal, but like the scary ones were big. Like you know, how do we know that back in the day, lad? Aliens weren't orcs, lad, and we were just having a war in Middle Earth, lad. You know, how do we know that the Lord of the Rings isn't based on a true story, lad? We don't. No, we actually don't, though, because things get changed through history, and that's why I'm thinking like what you were saying before. You mentioned something, but I've always thought that different dimensions, and I think they exist. I think like, so for instance, we're in whatever dimension we're in now. Let's just say, for instance, the third dimension, because we're 3D. That's the only thing I can like think of. But let's just say there's like 15 other realities of dimensions, and there's 15 different yous, sort of.
Yeah.
In all these realities, you're seeing different things.
There's different realities of ourselves.
That's what it would be, yeah. That's what I'd assume so, because for anytime I've watched something or seen something on that type of things, there's multiple dimensions. There's meant to be multiple yous in these different dimensions. If you cross paths with your own self, that's when like you can self-destruct, but it can also cause problems to a point where the world. I don't know how far-fetched it is. Again,
the other me and another dimension. Don't smoke crack.
Yeah, don't smoke heroin. And if the aliens are your mates, let me know.
Give them a Milky bar chew.
Get them a Milky bar chew.
Yeah, Milky bar. I said by the way before the chew, I didn't say give them a chew.
Oh, and it's yeah. Don't give them a chew. If you do that, we don't know what's gonna happen. For one, we don't know what the willy looks like. For two, we don't know if they're gonna like it. For three, just don't do it. Because you can just start and that's like that, talking about like that's bestiality on another level. That is like, you know, that's you're beasting the beast, lad.
Beasting the beast, yeah.
Like it does, though. It ties into things like even I don't know how true this is, but we read something before and it was saying, and even there's a passage in the Bible that says, like, was it God or Jesus says it, that if the people or individuals, are not ready for, what was the word he used?
Shift, he's calling it. It's like the
but that was before that. What was the you were saying Jesus, if they're not ready for what was it exterior
to go to the other dimension place thing, what they're on about, which I just don't understand, but yeah. Go
on, touch into that what you were saying before then. What?
No, basically I was on like a rabbit hole. Everyone
you get
goes, I was watching a film. And it don't be long, it was a boss film, it was on Netflix now, a Denzel Washington film, I forgot the name, I think it was called The Little Thing or something like that. And it was good, but I found myself just looking at my phone for a second and seeing something on Twitter, and then I just went down a mad rabbit hole then.
That was you then?
To this, reading this fella's tweets, which were like 3 pages long, of about like things that I didn't understand, but I was just still reading it.
You were still interested to it, yeah.
And that's...
Yeah, but you only get to understand something by trying to grasp it, by absorbing the knowledge and the information.
The weird thing was, that day I was watching E.T. as well.
What the fuck's E.T. got to do with it?
He's an extraterrestrial.
No, I know that, but I mean...
Yeah.
He's like the friendly alien though, like you're talking about, and
yeah,
like, he goes from one scare to the other, because my man's like out there looking wants to go home to his fanboy and that.
Yeah, he's belted E.T., isn't he?
Yeah, I see. That's to be...
Do you know what E.T.'s real name is? I found
what is it?
So they were going to make another film. They were going to make an E.T. 2.
Yeah.
Where the bad E.T.'s trying to abduct the kid, and E.T. comes back and saves him.
Okay.
The nice E.T. And his actual name was going to be, well, they said it was going to be called Zrek.
Zrek?
Not Shrek. Zrek. That's E.T.'s actual name. For people who don't know that.
It's a little interesting fact of the day, I suppose. I don't know if I like it.
Zrek.
I don't know if I like it at all. It makes him look less friendly. It makes him sound like a murderer.
Zrek, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Lad, that kid, lad, that's Zrek from Planet fucking Zorg, lad, he's sick, you know, you come out to smoke, yeah.
Because it's one of them films, like you've always seen it, but I never actually sat there and watched it properly.
It's sad, isn't it?
He's got a long neck, you know.
No, he's got a crate. Did you cry though as well when you were older?
It was quite sad though,
lad, I shed a tear. I watched it a few months ago, lad.
But I didn't realise as well, the heavy part of it was that whatever E.T. feels, the kid felt.
Yeah, man, that's why it was sad for me.
You know
That's what broke me a bit. I was like, oh, this poor kid's going through some stages of grief, you know, when he's only about 8. And I'm like, the turmoil's serious. Felt like I was living in man's shoes, you know what I mean? Like, lads, for...
I found all mad stuff about that because I was reading about that thing because I was fascinated by E.T. then. And I went down a rabbit hole with that and I found out that the lead singer used to be in Kasabian, bought, the bike with the kid flies on.
Yeah.
Bought that.
Sick, that. That's a little mad bit of mad thing, though, isn't it? Like,
I'd like to own that, mate.
Yeah,
do you reckon still fly?
No.
Not without E.T.
You need some not.
You need E.T., don't you?
You need E.T.'s. Oh. You need E.T.'s fairy dust.
Yeah, that was just on like a mad rabbit hole one. And obviously, you look at things and it was just like, I haven't got much understanding about it. This fella, Cab, his name is.
So, whatever facts you're about to hear now, they're not our facts, they're this guy's facts. We're just quoting my man. So, don't be giving me no grief over this, by the way.
And I'm not saying I believe him either.
No, I want to listen to what you got to say because
it was a bit of a.
I haven't been down this rabbit hole with him. This is he's done a lone wolf journey.
I was reading all of the stuff before I actually read what it says in his profile, and then I read his profile at the end, and I was just a bit like. His profile says, sharing messages telepathically received by my mother Judith from Pleiadian soul family, and I was just like. So what, your Mars sending you messages from a different dimension? And his Mars on Twitter.
Have you seen this creature on my hat, lad? That's what he is, a fucking creature. But one eye. Look at that one eye, lad. And you know what else? For that one eye, lad. Has he got one eye? That's him.
That's him, yeah.
Like, what's he on about, lad?
But it's...
Nah, I don't even want
to... Judith, whoever she is, she's on Twitter also. Hasn't she charging people?
Yeah, listen.
So these are on. Made me just think.
So these are like these are like the kids that do horoscopes. So this is all astrology.
I think you pay in. She gives you a reading or something.
Astrology, astronomy is space. Astrology is all that shite, innit? So listen.
These are like intertwining the alien stuff with like Bible as well, though.
Yeah, well, just let me put a pause on that for a minute, and let me have my say on it. Already don't like it. Think he's this kid's shit. Absolutely chatting nonsense, and they're out here to make dough. You know, they're making dough. Like, why is your man called Judith? Lad, trying to be something from the Bible as well. Like, the Beatles had the song called "Hey Jude, Chill Out." Know what I mean? Like, what he is on about? Like, nah, that's too much for me. At first,
it would have been "Hey Jude."
Hey Jude, Earth. Yeah, why are you robbing thy peeps and giving them false information to make them feel better? Remember to speak to aliens through telepathicness, something bullshit like that. Like, you know, come on, I'm trying to pick the tune up to Hey Jude here, but nah, Cabman, you're a sausage. But I mean, you know, so that's my opinion so far. I think the kid's a sausage and he's just bumping people for dough. But it is what it is. Let me see what he's got next to tell me. Go on, Louis, time me something in, sunshine.
He basically says, and this is because I found it weird how he's tying it all in with like the Bible and stuff as well. So he basically says,
"Fucking suck the mic like it's a dick, mate."
And if you do believe in them type of things, that's what you believe in. I'm not frowning upon that type of thing, but it says here, "How do you get to heaven?" And he says, "According to scriptures, you go onto a spacecraft to get there."
Okay, so this guy believes that when your body doesn't, so you don't just die and your soul leaves your body and go to the different dimension. He believes that
E.T. comes and gets you.
How the fuck's out? But if you're dead, how the fuck are you going on a spacecraft, lad?
Exactly.
So it wouldn't be your body, it'd be your soul still. It wouldn't even be your natural fucking... Unless my man's come back to the earth, digging you up and going, yeah, man, I'll just dig this kid up. It's going to take me hours and fucking then I'm going to get him out the coffin and he's going to be dead. I'm going to give him this little mad injection. It's going to make him come back. How are you fucking doing today? My name's fucking Julian Creasman and from fucking the roundhouse fucking corners of fucking diddly fucking dodely fuckers. Like, I don't get it.
It's that McGregor from like the 5D planet.
That was like McGregor, but with an echo in his voice. Yeah. And he's been fondled by 3 aliens. And but it wasn't even McGregor, lad, because I don't think McGregor would get fondled by aliens. I think he'd be doing the fondling, if I'm honest. So that's ruling McGregor. That's the ruling McGregor of the alien planet. That's who that was. But I don't know. I don't. Well, come on. I'm trying to not be too skeptical about it because
he's basically saying, it says here as well, like I don't know why he says this. It says those Christians saying all ETs are fallen angels. The Bible says basically, he's trying to say angels interact with us.
So
Some have entertained angels. Don't know what that means.
So basically, from what I get from that, the perspective of that is he's trying to say that there's aliens among us, but what people represent or visualize or see as angels. So the way the Bible describes an angel, he's saying that that's what an alien would be, or it's a form of being that will only let you see them when the time's right, I suppose. That's what I'm trying to pick from that. Again, I don't know how true this is. I'm just reading this and giving you my opinion on what the information is. The picture's quite sick though.
It is.
Show the camera the old picture, like that one's quite slightly more believable with something into it, you know what I mean? That'll do them mad. We're going left, down, right.
I mean, to be honest, I'd be
look at that, yeah. If that happens, I'd shit myself.
Yeah.
I'd fucking. The first thing I'd do is, I don't know. I was gonna say the first thing I'd do is thinking, where can I get a weapon from? And then I thought, what is the point trying to find a weapon to fight an alien that just smoke me in about 3 seconds flat? Probably just look at me and I'll be dead. Like, I'm out there just I'm probably gonna go and find the biggest weed supply I possibly can, and I'm gonna hope that I'll just land and they're like Paul and they just want a joint. Yeah. The film, you know, it's in Paul the alien lad. I hope they just want to be like Paul. They like 3-titted aliens and 3-titted women even, sorry, and they smoke weed, you know, like that's me. I'm hoping that's the script.
3-titted aliens and a lot of weed, yeah.
3-titted aliens and a lot of weed. It. That's what I'm hoping from that.
I like it.
You know, but if you've seen that picture and he was like 15 fucking crafts above your head, lad, I'd probably just have I'd just die straight away, probably. I think I'd just
well, I said to you before, though, but I'd be fuming if we were both standing there and you got took to the promised land and I got left.
Yeah, so that's another thing he was saying as well. What was that about? So
he's saying it could take, you could be taken by them, but then people were asking, well, what about, why wouldn't, if I never got taken, how long would it take me to be taken? He was like, it could be.
Until you're ready, yeah, until they see that you
could be.
It could be a lifetime, it could be a day, it could be a week.
But then
if you're dead, how the fuck are you going to go and live up to the expectations?
I think he's trying to say, like, the way, I think it's Hindus who believe in, like, reincarnation.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's what he's trying to say, because he's, like, saying, like, your soul lived in many bodies, the body is a vessel, all that type of stuff, which is like reincarnation.
Do you know what? There's a sense in a fact where I'd like to believe in that. I'd love to believe that, like, we do get reincarnated back as something else, but
and you get, that's one thing he was saying, when you get reincarnated, you get the choice, I think, to go somewhere and forget who you was
previously,
and you can stay somewhere and still have.
Do you know? Well, there's a lot of actual stories out there. Have you seen these? I've seen a couple of things out there when kids have come back and they're like 7 or 8 years of age, and they brought them on to places, and they've said, like, listen, I've been here and I've been murdered, and they dig a body up and they'll actually find, like, a body and stuff like that. Like, that does happen. Like I think it's out there. I don't know how it happens, but I think that's more of a believable side of things. Then I give that a good 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Only because I'm skeptical in the whole sense of religion, but that's just me. No, the only reason me nan was majorly religious and very, very, very religious, lad. So in a sense where I don't want to be disrespectful towards any religions, because even if I don't think, I'd say I don't believe, but it's
I don't think
there's
a right and wrong with them.
Yeah, you've got your own beliefs. Everyone's doing what they're doing, but I just think that everyone needs something in life.
I think I'm more visual.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Like, to believe it, you'd have to see. I think a lot of people like that nowadays.
No, they are. Yeah. I just feel like it's a lot of brainwashing that's happening in them types in the Bible and that, and not all. There's like so many different versions of it. I don't know. It's a deep subject, but I honestly think, like, the Bible is the most printed book in the world. There's been billions of copies of it made. There's been billions of pounds made from it. It's made probably the most money religion.
And every religion has their own type of Bible.
Their own version, lads. Yeah. But some are, like, again, I don't want to touch too much, but like you just said, like Hinduism.
Yeah.
That's a completely different variation of how we see things.
I think is
even Buddhism's a bit similar.
They believe all you come back as like an animal.
Possibly, yeah.
Some of them don't.
You'd have to Google that before we start speaking about to find some information.
I'm sure it's something like that. Like.
I don't know what Buddhism is as well. Like, in a sense, I just obviously know the peace, I know the side to it. Like, in the sense of they become like monks and stuff like that. Am I right by saying that?
Yeah,
that is Buddhism, isn't it?
So yeah.
And obviously the celibate and have all that type of things. It's a very deep religion. It's It's pure. It is pure. It's a pure form of it. That's what I think as well. Like, what do you?
I'm looking at this because another thing that I've always been interested in is the Roswell.
What? Don't
Have you
start.
ever heard
Is this
about
another spaceshipy thing?
when the when they
Say, don't start blowing me head off here.
a UFO crashed in Roswell in America. Yeah.
Is this where people report? Loads of people seem to be
In
reported it.
1947, recovery of a metallic and rubber debris from a military balloon. Flying disc.
So they published a report about a classed object that was top secret from a nuclear assessed surveillance balloon from a Project Mogul.
Have you ever heard of Roswell?
I've heard of the incident. I've
You
never
would
like,
definitely
looked
have
into
heard of
it.
that.
A flying disc created in 1947 sparked widespread media coverage of the plot of Kenneth Arnold alleged sightings. So what they're trying to say, that this kid's chatting shit, basically? Is that what they're trying to say? Let me open this in the news tab and see who this guy is. So he's a businessman, a politician, and he was an American Navy. So he used to fly planes and that sound, or fixed planes, work on planes. So
I think it was when that
says
whole...
the army quickly retracted the release, falsely stating the crash was merely a conventional weather balloon.
that's
So
what
they
they're trying
hit
to
it up
say.
with. They hit it up with that.
That's when that whole Area 51 thing started to...
It's stupid the fact that they're like lying about it now, because it's got to the point where, well, sorry, not lying, hardening it up, because now there's all whistleblowers that are coming out telling the facts and the fix behind the facts and the truth behind it all. And
but like, I think that how many people can keep a secret?
well, look, lads, we'll get on this then, lads, as you've just said. 47 that was brought up, and then it didn't get brought up again until 1978 when a retired lieutenant Colonel, oh my god, why can't I speak? Colonel.
Speaking Irish for
it probably will be, colonialism.
So you don't know.
I know. But yeah, the lieutenant, oh my god, Colonel Jesse Marcel was interviewed by some guy called Staten Friedman. And in the interview, he said that the weather balloon was a cover story. So it literally, for like 40 years later, it's come out that it was a cover story and it might have been an extraterrestrial. Now, that then led up to all mad military cover-ups and him trying to like starting to bring out conspiracy theories to claim that they actually have been recovered from that site. So basically, like now, if you, it's no longer a myth. Like, it's no longer a myth. Extraterrestrials, they do exist. Like, there's America have full on release files now documenting it, so that's not a lie. No, that's not like a conspiracy anymore. That's fact. Do you know what I mean? But it's about time that we understood a bit more of the world, because, well, yeah, there's got to be something else out there. How are we here in the first place? And I get it. It's meant to be down to science, or it's down to Jesus, or it's down to God. But there's got to be something there elsewhere where a human body's formed. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's more to it than that. It's not as simple as that. It's definitely more complex. Know what I mean? Much more complex. That's what I'd say anyway. That's my argument towards it. But what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think obviously it's like people talk about UFOs and stuff, and I think it's one of them things where I'd never sort of... Obviously, I believe there's something out there. There's got to be something out there, hasn't there? Of how big.
But it's not even about...
You listen to like Brian Cox speak, and he tells you how big the universe is and everything. There's got to be something there.
It's insane. Did you see this video? If I can find it, I'll send you it later. I'll post it on the. I'll put the link out maybe on the socials. Did you see the ship? The US Air Force have traced it down. I think it was the US Air Force anyway. It might have been.
Probably was, because everything to do with aliens is
it tends to be the US, yeah. But no, lad, it was like it was
aliens
there,
only
and it went underwater. It went underwater. Get on this, lad. It went under, and as you can see, it's underwater. You can see the reflection of the thing, and it's bubbling. So it's like it's chilling there, but it was still like transmitting to them.
Yeah.
And then it was mad, lad, and I was like, wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
That's another thing, because the ocean's so big, they might be hiding there. You don't know, do you?
No, you don't know. You don't know at all.
It could be among us.
What do you reckon, Dad? Do you believe that there's aliens out there, or what?
Yeah,
See what I mean? Even he believes it. That's like, it's out there. There's definitely something. Like, he said half of them were in Quadrant Park in 1959 or 69. He used to tell me, one hand's got a kebab and the other one's rolling a rollie. That's how rough it was back then, mate. 4 bells in the morning, you're taking what you can. Birds like this, I'm fucking kebab, where's me rollie? You come back to ours then, love.
Not with all that garlic mayo around your mouth.
No, she's a fucking alien, UFO. You go and fly your spaceship home, girl. Your fucking letters coming out your teeth and that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Alien with smelly breath.
alien with garlic mayo
Yeah.
breath, man.